Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Second match of this triple header. We had a little tiny bit to recollect ourselves after that insane first match, K1. What a freaking way to start the night.
Yeah, I mean that was. I'm glad we had a breather. Before I was like, oh, we're gonna have a little downtime. We needed it. I think I was out of breath. I don't know about you, buckets, but I was absolutely out of breath. We essentially called, what, 4 games, 5 games into what was supposed to be a 3-game series. But man, I couldn't ask for it any other way.
Yeah, no question about it. That was honestly a playoff level match, as mentioned in the chat about 37 times. Great stuff. Now we move on to the Speed Demons taking on the Cyclones. These are two teams with losing records, so one team tonight is going to have a good night to even up at the minimum their record, maybe even more if we see a sweep. However, K1, what do you think these two teams have to do tonight to turn their week ones into good week twos?
Yeah, so after watching the matchups from last week, I think the Speed Demons on their side of the ball, I think they just need to stay kind of similar to what I said about Astro. I think they need to stay a little more calm in the backfield. They have a lot of star power in they have a lot of star power in Scraps, and I think they need to look to him to really run their offense, play around him, and stay patient. On the flip side, Cyclones have another star in Kachow. And I think the Cyclones did a good job using him last week. What I want to see more from is Zovri from last season's Rookie of the Year. I know he played well, but I really want to see Zovri and Kachow working a bit more together. I think they're a dynamic duo in the making, and I think this matchup here is a good one for them to really get that under their feet, under their tires, if you will. But yeah, I think that's being able to play around each other and really solidifying their rotations is going to be the number one thing for both of these teams.
Absolutely, and I love that you mentioned Zovri, right? Because the end of last season, this guy popped off, quite frankly, in his help to push the Three Rocketeers into playoff contention alongside Slurpy Snail. And now we see the number one overall pick in Kachow teaming up with Zovri as well. And you can almost argue this might be a similar situation for Zovri where he can really shine as that two-man, potentially be an offensive threat that no one sees coming.
Yeah, oh yeah, I think Kachow, he could do a lot, and honestly, yeah, he could do it all himself. But for the few times that he's not able to, I think Zovri needs to be there to play cleanup crew, and he's going to get a lot of goals just off Kachow's ability to play around the ball. And I mean, Kachow had one heck of a week last week, and I mean, way too early Rookie of the Year prediction on Kachow. I mean, 7 goals in one week is huge. And like right now, he's sitting second in the league right now for most goals, tied with Slurpy Snail and just behind K1 Killer, who has 9 goals. So I mean, he's just a little better, and that's okay. But I know Kachow, he's working up there.
Absolutely, and honestly, anything could happen here. We have a ton of stats that really just pop up off the screen, and one of those last week was Kachow's stat line. Ended up winning him Calculated Player of the Week. All 3 Player of the Week award winners last week were rookies, K1. How insane is that?
Yeah, how about that? You'd love to see it, and but yeah, no, I mentioned it in the last match. I'll mention it again. I mean, season 5, season of the rookies, such a big rookie class, 15 rookies in the league. Kachow, who I think is looked at, if I had to take a guess and compare him to mechanically all the way around, and I mean, there's still a lot to be proven, but just seeing him play in Mount K1, it might be the second best player in the league mechanically behind, Alex the Great. um, Kachow is such a powerhouse to have there, and that's what I think is so exciting for Zovri. On the other hand, because he doesn't have to, he had Slurpy Sale last season to kind of help. Zovri works so well in that 2-man. He's able to go out, take some more risks, very mechanical in his own right, and he knows for a fact that even if mistakes are made, he has that backbone in Kachow, and of course his Captain Night Leaper as well.
Yeah, Night Leaper coming off of his rookie season last season with the Hammerheads, had a lot of good experience with Billy Bob, looking to implement that here this season with Kachow. And on the flip side of things, Sir Bro Dude last week K1 for the Speed Demons. Honestly, topped his team in a lot of categories. So, what do you think we expect out of the captain here tonight?
You know, Jake, he topped his team in a lot of categories, but he tops the league in goal percentage right now with 100% shooting. Now, it's only week one, but I think it's important to note primarily because Sir Bro Dude last season has a lot of gifts. The way he plays does play very well, but the big question for him was consistency. And I mean, you can't get more consistent than 100% bucket. And that's how Sir Bro Dude started his season. I think that's how he's going to continue this season. Watching him play even in the off season, watching him play last week, he stepped up as a captain big time, and I'm really excited to see how he continues playing throughout the rest of this season. I mean, he obviously went to work in the offseason, and I think we're seeing the Sir Bro Dude that a lot of people were hoping to see more last season. And he's a bit more refined last season being his rookie season. Could be very difficult, but I think he's here, and I think he's here to make a name for himself.
Yeah, totally rebranded the Speed Demons here with that beautiful logo that we see on our screen. And we will see how they answer here tonight. And we are just about 10 minutes away from kickoff K1, and you know what's coming. Who do you have coming out on top in this match?
So I think it's going to be a really good match, but I have such a hard time voting against Kachow. I think Kachow and Zovri, I know they've been working together, and I'd really love to see how they're able to play in this one. I think they're going to be such a dynamic duo. I think very similar to Heartless Throttle Dog, the way they looked last season. I think is going to be Kachow and Zovri all season long, and I think they're going to bring it in. I voted for them. I don't think they sweep. I do see the Speed Demons picking up one, but I could see this being a Cyclone sweep. I'm not predicting it. I still think it's a 2-1. I think Cyclones might drop the second game. Speed Demons do play pretty well in that second game, but I have to my bet, and it looks like 85% of others are putting their money on the Cyclones.
Yeah, and honestly, as you mentioned, it's hard to argue and hard to bet against Kachow. However, I know players like Golden Pickle love those odds. He loves to
Oh
see
yeah.
and be the underdog. And so, with Scraps, with Golden Pickle, how do you think the Speed Demons need to adjust to what could potentially be a offensive flurry by the Cyclones?
So the Speed Demons they could be sneaky solid. I think their biggest thing, and I think what's been probably it kind of just is part of the Speed Demon playbook is I think if Sir Bro Dude and Pickle are able to pull off a lot of bumps on the defensive half and give Scraps room to work, Scraps is going to surprise a lot of people. He's an absolutely solid player, given enough space and room. And if his teammates around him, the captain, Sir Bro, due to his pickle, are able to create that space for him, Scraps is a very dynamic player, and he is very surgical the way that he plays. Also very very precise. He'll also pull off a lot of bumps demos, and I think that's what helped Sir Bro Dude score a number of goals last week too. So I think if they could keep the physical side up, they have a really solid chance against players like Kachow, almost playing like Goon. Have the have the Goon out there going, getting bumps, demos, and really disrupting the Cyclones. If they're able to do that, I think they have a really good shot. I think the Speed Demons need to play wide and very physical.
Great analysis, and honestly, we've sort of incorporated that identity to the Speed Demons franchise almost ever since they entered the league K1. So that's a great point indeed, dating all the way back to season 3 when the Speed Demons expanded to the QRLS. Cyclones, obviously one of the new expansion teams we have this season, and all teams in the league do have merch. Call it jerseys, call it shirts, call it hoodies, whatever you want. All of the merch is linked in the merch store links that are in the Discord page. Please go check it out, and also go check out the brand new TikTok page. We had a ton of crazy highlights last match K1 that are going to light up that TikTok feed.
Oh yeah, lots of highlights there to go. Also get a good recap. If you don't have time to watch the whole match, but you want to get some of the big highlights, ESPN like, go check out the TikTok for sure, as well as the full games will be posted to our YouTube. Again, all of these links are down in the About section below.
Absolutely, and our video and merch and marketing team does such a fantastic job helping this community grow. This is exactly the kind of thing we want. We have a ton of viewers every week that just love to watch this content and love to watch this league, and that's what we want. And K1, we mentioned before how invested the players in the league are, but honestly at this point we're getting a lot of viewers that are invested as well.
Yeah. Oh, it's so much fun. I mean, it's the beauty of the league, man. To be able to, support your friends playing, and more than anything, because and I've mentioned it before. It's Rocket League is definitely it's a hobby to a lot of us, and but we have lives, families, jobs, school, lots of other things going on. But it's always good to kind of escape and spend some time with friends and challenge yourself, see your growth in something away, away from the real world sometimes. And yeah, I think that's where this league and this community shines, is to be able to see your growth, track your stats, and take something that would just be a casual hobby and really make it that much more.
Great, great analysis. I could not have said it better myself there, K1. And speaking of stats, for those of you who don't know and want to keep up with all the stats across the league, the stat sheet for the league and every ounce of numbers we have ever pumped into this league is on that stat sheet. Go check it out. It is linked in the Discord section. Anybody can go look at that sheet as a viewer, and there is all sorts of sections, including single season records, all-time player stats, and much more, including all-star histories as well. K1, we have such a close league this season. We've talked about it since the beginning of week 1, and now I think it's really starting to solidify and come to fruition that sweeps are not going to be very common this season by the looks of it. Will that affect the stat sheet, and do you think that players are going to be in tight races across all award platforms?
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, I think the big thing is there's no, we talked about this even before the show. When you look through this league, there's no easy team. Like in the past, there's been, some very competitive teams, and then, a few's like, all right, this is going to be our stat builder. There's no team that you can look at to be your stat builder anymore. Like every team, you have to bring your best to beat, because the range of skill is so dynamic. There's no just walk in the park. So because of that, because they're all so close, you're going to be seeing so many. You're going to see a lot more saves. I think it's going to be a big stat that I think increases this season for everybody. You're going to see less goals as a result, obviously. The big one, and sweeps are huge later on down the season, is the playoff race is going to be so tight, because no team's going to be dominating, and even if they do dominate, it's going to be a 1 week thing. No team's going to be a hammerhead sweeping every week and just pulling away and pulling away. It's going to be every game tooth and nail, just like the last match we just saw, Spectres taking on Astro Gaming. I mean, you got to really fight. There's got to be a lot of heart going into every game, and that takes a lot out of you week in and week out. For 10 weeks, it is an absolute grind bucket.
And you hit the nail on the head and then buried it in the wood. That was an insane analysis, and I couldn't agree more. There is nothing like the 10-week season of QRLS, and now this is a season that not a lot of us have experienced in any sort of competitive format. We have more teams entering the playoffs this season with 3 divisions now, 3 division winners guaranteed these spots, but only 2 of which getting a bye. So, we've never had to deal with byes before in the playoffs, K1. What kind of advantage do you think that sticks to teams that are really looking for that momentum, pushing for the playoffs?
I mean, it's a huge advantage, but it's one that you have to work for. I mean, the only way you get that is you have to make sure you're securing the wins and being the top of your division all season long, which is not easy to do, as I made mention to prior. But yeah, I mean, it's a huge advantage to have, because those playoff nerves, it takes a lot out of you, and to be able to skip a week, rest, practice, and let somebody else stress out is going to be a massive, massive advantage. But it's not going to be easy to get. You're going to have to work to get there.
No question about it. And ladies and gentlemen, we are creeping up On 9 o'clock here, we are back in Champions Field with the new overlay set up for this match. And don't forget, there is another match immediately following this one between the Hammerheads and the Gold Diggers, a match that you do not want to miss. A 2-1 team taking on a 1-2 team, as this is a week full of out-of-division matchups, as we mentioned in the last stream, K1. Ones that go very long down the road of this long season.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and made mention in the past match on how important these are. It's good to kind of breathe and know that these games, especially early on, aren't going to be decisive of the rest of your season, but are very important for you to kind of help. It's very important to make sure your team is working the way it needs to. You want to get these wins. You want to make sure your rotations are working, because the sooner you can be on top, the sooner you can be on top of the game. Of your game, the more wins you can get early on, and you have that advantage going into the later half of the season. But as we saw even last season with the now Vibe Clan, you could be in first place all season long and then still not make playoffs. Like it's that tight of a race.
Yeah, it's crazy to think how close last season was. The first season ever where going into week 10, 0 teams were eliminated from playoff contention. And honestly, we might be in quite the race this season as well in that regard, albeit with 4 brand new teams.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. And that's the beauty of having the 15 new rookies, is they're keeping it so tight and so much skill coming in. With these new rookies, that it's been a sight to behold, and it's going to keep getting more and more competitive. The way that people are joining, and the way the league's developing, with even more expansions potentially to come, maybe we'll see. But yeah, no, it is such a thrill, and it just makes my job that much more fun to be able to commentate over it all.
Absolutely, and obviously you and myself have had playing experience, and there's nothing quite like playing on stream and in front of a crowd, getting those jitters, getting those nerves. But honestly, it really helped me at least push to play for more solid gameplay.
Yeah, no, I remember your championship season, your retirement walk. You were instrumental to your team winning. I genuinely don't believe, like, it was incredible to watch you play. Without you, I'm not sure the Hammerheads would have been able to pull that off.
Well, I wish I could agree with you. However, 2 future league MVPs on that squad, one of which wins the finals MVP that season. Great supporting cast, and nonetheless, an insane match all around in that finals as we defeated the Bleacher Boys in Season 3. However, players are here, and it is Season 5. Players hitting the field. We are getting underway here. Speed Demons looking to take on the Cyclones, 2 teams with losing records, looking to even up their scores here at minimum. Sweep on the horizon with a question mark there, K1, as we are underway. Zavri off that sidewall. This is exactly what we were hoping to see out of Zavri early on with that pressure shot.
Yeah, Zavri's so mean in the air. He's one of the most mechanical in the league. He'll pull off some crazy touches, flip resets. It's all in his arsenal. It's just a matter of when he's able to pull it out.
And a big shout out to the 2 new followers that we just got prior to this match starting. Beautiful demo by Scraps. This is exactly what you were talking about, K1, by the Speed Demons.
Definitely. Kachow rocking the Finnick, playing a little slower. I like to see him playing like that. He's getting a real feel of his opponents. You know he could play at a very incredible speed, but he's playing very slow, calculated, waiting to see what his opponents are capable of before jumping in there and absolutely dominating as Zovri slaps one on net.
Night Leaper up, puts one on! What a save by Sir Bro Dude, wow!
Yes, sir. Sir Bro Dude, very consistent there. Zovri now taking his turn, and Kachow trying to get in there. Oh, Night Leaper, an unfortunate save on his end. But yeah, no, you see the Cyclones offense full on now, but good defense from the Speed Demons to answer back, now giving them the opportunity to strike here.
And there's another beautiful demo by the Speed Demons captain, Sir Bro Dude. Kachow gets the bump, gets the bounce. What a save by Sir Bro Dude!
Chow is gotta be frustrated with that. He put 2 perfect shots on net, and Sir Brodude has come from seemingly nowhere to slap them away, saying, absolutely not, sir. Not right now, not yet. We're here to score first.
Chow off that sidewalk does a good job keeping the pressure on. Night Leaper there to follow, gets the patient clear. However, Zavri pushing up offensively off that back wall. Golden Pickle now trying to get the clear, but the pressure by the Cyclones is just too much to handle right now, as we see time and time again them keeping that pressure up.
Definitely, a good pass gets that cleared out, and the Cyclones have all the momentum pushed right now. The Speed Demon's doing a good job weathering the Cyclone storm, but how long can they keep it up? They need to find a way to push their own offense.
Zavri gets that thing back into the corner. We haven't seen an offensive push by the Speed Demons here in quite some time, as we see a pass. Zavri was there, but Golden Pickle already has a savior. And to your point, K1, saves are going to be all over the place this season, but we have seen very little offense so far leading up to this point by the Speed Demons.
You're exactly right. Zovri with the slap downfield. It could be on. Golden Pickle gets the save, but it's, temporary. Zovri finishes it off.
Yeah, that one stopped dead in front of the net. Pickle did everything he could there, but Zovri was just too quick to follow up. Great goal there by last season's Rookie of the Season. 1 goal game here, courtesy of the Cyclones as the Speed Demons trail.
No doubt, and yeah, it's the Cyclones are crazy right now. Zovri gets another scoring opportunity, takes advantage. That's 2 goals for Zovri in 2 minutes left. You have to be thinking hat trick.
The hat trick indeed is on the mind. Every time anybody gets 2 goals, K1, you got to think they want that third.
Can he get the hattie? Wow. And it was only a matter of time before the Cyclones pushed through now. They seem to be very confident and in control. Can the Speed Demons answer back?
We see Scraps push this thing off the back wall. Pass opportunity. Sir Brodude. No, Golden Pickle puts it in off the bounce off the ceiling.
And we're seeing a lot more offense than we did in the last matchup. The last matchup was a defensive masterpiece. Offense back and forth here. Another goal. Golden Pickle able to answer back quick with a $1.55 left. Still truly anyone's game. The Speed Demons now need to ride this momentum and keep it rolling. They want to stay in this one.
Night Leaper with the push at the mid. Goes up the wall. Looks to challenge. Scraps is there. Scraps in the air, gets the 50, straight up goes Sir Brodude and Kachow. Kachow wins, gets the push. What a beautiful touch. Kachow did it like it was easy.
Kachow, great job playing that one from start to finish there. Gets the touch, gets the follow-up touch around Pickle. Able to read the bounce off the corner. Nice little kiss, gets it in there, keeps his team in a nice, comfortable 2-goal lead. Very big goal there with only a minute 38 left. Speed Demons needing to answer yet again. Being down 2 goals is not easy to do, especially when you're struggling to get on offense.
Big 50 by Kachow there into the offensive zone as Zovri follows. Beautiful demo by Zovri. Night Leaper couldn't quite beat Scraps to it there as we see Kachow in the defensive end. Off that sidewall flip opportunity, nobody home. Big bump though as we see a savior this time by Sir Brodude.
Speed Demons with their defense has just been incredible. And their biggest issue right now is keeping the 50s in the midfield and winning those 50s. If they can turn that around, start getting more of these 50 wins, they're going to be in good spot because their defense truly is incredible right now.
Pickle with the touch, pass out to Scraps. Scraps bails. We see Sir Brodude now try to get the 50. Night Leaper with the good offensive pressure keeps it into the corner. Pass opportunity. Pickle, no boost. Night Leaper wanted the shot, but off that side post as he gets denied by the post.
Does indeed. Zovri will try to take a look here. I like to see him playing passive in the midfield there. He's typically known to be a bit more aggressive on the offensive half, but he's been playing very calculated as of recent, which is very interesting to see. Some aggression there from Sir Brodude trying to get Kachow out of the way. Exactly what they need to do, just unable to. Good job from Kachow to angle around.
And an awkward miss there by Sir Brodude as that one just barely goes wide of the net. 11 seconds remaining. This one looks as if the Cyclones are going to take game 1.
It would seem so. 2 goals here. This will be one of the more decisive wins. Only 2 goals. One of the more decisive wins we've seen in the series so far.
And how insane is that to think about? You know, the more decisive win is only a 2-goal game here so far this season. And look at the shot totals by the Cyclones.
No, yeah, the Cyclones stayed in full control of that game. The Speed Demons, they did the best they could to weather it, and I mean, they had a lot of saves to show, but they're going to have to find a way to get this ball from their defensive half and get it onto their offensive half. Scraps looks like he might have made a car change here. Be curious to see what that. And I know the Speed Demons, and especially Scraps right now, have to be looking to see what they could do on offense.
Absolutely, and with that being said, what do the Speed Demons have to do to adjust? I mean, they were just back against the wall for too long in that first game.
The big thing is they're getting the saves, they're just not getting the clears. A lot of it is the 50s they're taking. The Cyclones, specifically Kachal and Zovri, just seem to be expertly placing a lot of these 50s around. They're doing a great job keeping control and patience on the ball. They're staying close to the ball, keeping their car close to the ball, making sure that they're always able to get a tire, something to prevent the Speed Demons from clearing. The Speed Demons need to answer that by either bumping the defense away or by, winning those 50s themselves, keeping themselves close to the ball, and keeping the ball around their team.
Night Leaper and Pickle on the face-off as Game 2 is underway. Big 50 by Kachal there into the offensive zone. Kachal off that back wall shot there. Night Leaper really wants that goal here, but instead we see this one float in front of the Speed Demons net. And a beautiful demo by Sir Brodude. We see some offense coming from the Demons.
Yep, you love to see it, but another big 50 here, and as I was mentioning before, Zovri just dominating on 50s right now, and gets another shot. Zovri really coming alive on offense in this one.
No question about it. It looks like Sir Brodude there just had a little bit of a misread and couldn't get the clear. Zovri walks that one in,
and you can't let goals like that go in. It's so tough, especially when you're playing a team that's so formidable like this. Oh my, we might see another one back to back. No, good defensive closeout there to prevent that one from going in.
No question about it. We see now we have more offensive pressure coming from the Cyclones as we now see a beautiful save there by Sir Brodude. That was a banger of a shot by Zovri.
Yeah, Zovri's pinning corners right now, and it's fun to see, especially in that Dominus. The ball just flies off that Dominus. Look at that, just absolute bang, answered back by Pickle. Scraps up, Night Leaper doing a good job at his defensive half, and the demos are coming out.
Look at the bodies everywhere, K1. We have little to no players left after all those demos, and now we see a shot missed there by Sir Brodude wide. The Cyclones looking to capitalize here as Pickle gets to 50. Night Leaper doing a great job this series, keeping the pressure on. Looks to put one on net. No, can't get the shot.
Oh, looks like he's able to just flick it back there off an assist from Kachal. And the Speed Demons caught a little too far forward, unable to get the clear. Looks like a very awkward 50 from Kachal prevented a clear. And again, the Cyclones just unstoppable on offense, it seems.
Yeah, no question. There is just so much pressure coming from the Cyclones this game. Lazy floater, that one's on net. Zovri there, can't get the 50, but gets the demo instead.
Wow, Scraps literally got that one cleared the pixel before he died. Great job. Sacrificed it all for the team now. Keeps his team just within 2. With 3 minutes left, something that they can certainly come back from, but they're going to have to get this offense rolling.
We see now with 3 minutes remaining, the Speed Demons are honestly getting a little bit more pressure than they did in Game 1. Patient save there by Scraps in net. We see him off that sidewall, looking for something spicy in the air. Gets the 50 off that corner, and now we see more pressure coming from Pickle. Sir Brodude rotates in, can't get the pass, however, as that's a touch he wants back.
Looks like he did a good job, though, to manage that. Gets a back pass back to Scraps off the wall where he likes to be, but Kachal, again, so difficult to get through. But I really am liking to see the Speed Demons as they're playing right now. What a touch from Golden Pickle there. Very cheeky.
Redirected that thing off a goal path, and a big boomer to follow by his teammate. Great job. Night Leaper with the pass. That was a dangerous spot. How did Pickle get that 50?
Pickle in a 1v3 just looks so calm. You mentioned how he likes to, work in uncomfortable situations, how he likes to be the underdog, and it shows right there as he's able to exactly that. Kachal! What a shot off the back wall, pitching it off. I believe that was Scraps.
An insane pinch indeed off of Scraps from the back wall. Looked like he was looking for pass, but instead he just decided to put that thing in himself.
No, yeah, that I believe ties him up with the most goals in the league right now. And, you know, he might be able to go into next week still being on top as a goal leader 2 weeks in a row.
No question about it, and we now see double tap opportunity. Scraps wanted it bad, but Pickle finishes it off.
Pickle with the cleanup crew. Great shot from Pickle. Very difficult read here with Scraps getting a little pinch there. Very quick, puts it behind Zovri, so he's unable to save it. Great way to angle the ball, pin the corner, get the goal, 3-1.
We see 2 minutes to go here. Anybody's game still, but 2-goal deficits so far this season are honestly bigger than expected. And now we see, with more pressure coming from the Speed Demons, are they getting a little more antsy here, K1?
They have to be. A goal just went in, and the Speed Demons are already back on offense here. And, you know, they're rotating well around each other, giving each other enough space, taking turns on offense rather than trying to force something too much here. With a minute 30, they're doing exactly what they need to do. They just need to make sure that, you know, they can get it into the net here.
Pickle pushing this back into his zone to re-corral the offense, trying to get something going. Zovri puts one on. Another savior by Sir Bro Dude. This time, we see Kachow corral this thing at the mid, pushing off that sidewall. These aerial plays by the Cyclones are so dangerous, and Scraps gets the save this time.
They're marching downfield. Now 2 big demos. They have a big power play. Very big scoring opportunity. Sir Bro Dude able to take advantage with 59 seconds left. Bucket, are you saying there's a chance?
Beautiful job with the demos there. Sir Bro Dude was in the right spot at the right time. Gets that goal. Less than a minute to go here, K1. Anybody's game, especially if the Speed Demons can keep this pressure on.
No doubt. As Pickle blasts this one on, Kachow. Good positioning from him. Difficult 50 to get up into. Was able to pull it off. Contort his car around. Oh no, this could be very dangerous. Sir Brodu chasing this demo so tough. 40 seconds left, Bucket. This is really, really a nail-biter for the Speed Demons.
Beautiful pass as Pickle's there to corral it. Net's open. What a save by Kachow. That was a 50 away from tying this game.
You're exactly right. Oh my, and Pickle just relentless, putting more and more shots. Only 20 seconds left, and it's right in front of the net. Scraps, can he put it in? No, just off the crossbar. Sir Brodu tries to get it in. Everyone's taking a shot. They're not able to score it. Oh my, they want that opportunity back.
And those lazy bounces were so crucial there. I almost would have wanted to see some bumps there in that scrum, but instead we see the Speed Demons go down by 2 games in this series, and for only the second time this season, we have the potential for a sweep.
Wow. This could be it. The first sweep. It could be it. The Cyclones have won the series now. They're going to go for the sweep. Kachow has been on fire tonight and all the way through. Even Night Leaper really putting up some good numbers there, and on offense was a nightmare, to say the least. With the 50s, the way he's able to play this around. I want to point out he has 1 goal with 0 shots. Not an easy feat to pull off.
Absolutely nutty stat line indeed by Night Leaper there. And with that being said, K1, I couldn't agree more. You know, the presence of the Cyclones was just too much. But towards the end there, the Speed Demons finally looked like they kicked it into gear. How do we shift that into a full game for the Speed Demons?
No, definitely. Sir Brodu definitely on the right path there. Got a goal. He was able to score that on the other team's net, which is huge for Sir Brodu. You love to see him able to do that. And, you know, he was able to pull that off. If he's able to, you know, obviously score more than the other team, they'll win. But, yeah, I think they need to keep the offense that they're having, take turns on offense rather than trying to do solo plays, hit the ball, rotate through, get a bump, hit the ball, rotate through, get a bump, get the ball, keep it in front of the net. That's what they need to do to win this game. They need to keep them on the offensive half. Keep the ball away from that, or stay on the offensive half. Keep the ball away from Zovri, and keep the ball away from Kachow, and they'll be in fine standing.
And I want to mention, if the Cyclones do get the sweep here in game number 3, not only will it be the first sweep this season, but it will tie them atop the calculated division standings as well at 4-2. So a lot riding on this sweep for the Cyclones. Speed Demons looking to spoil that as they get a goal.
Sir Bro Dude does it again. I mentioned so long as he's putting the ball in the right goal, you know. But no, yeah, Sir Bro Dude, fantastic touch there. It's exactly what I mean. Good passing from Golden Pickle. Gets that ball in the air. Sir Bro Dude up quick as you like. Gets the nose of his car. Floats it in there. Teardrop gives them the lead now. A place they're going to be more comfortable playing from.
Absolutely. I can't express how important this match is for both sides. Speed Demons looking to avoid getting swept. And the Cyclones, if they sweep again, as I mentioned, are going to be atop the calculated division amongst the ties. So we will see how this plays out here. Scraps, already the Speed Demons look like way more comfortable than they did in the first 2 games.
They're rotating so well. You're exactly right. The way they're moving around each other, it's forcing the Cyclones to need to give each other more space. And it looks like they're being a bit more clumped up. Night Leaper doing a good job staying back, allowing Zovri and Kachow to be a bit more aggressive on offense. But there's a risk that you give when you stay a little too far away, and that is it. Sir Bro Dude, big 50 going their way for once. Now able to pin that one into the corner. And Sir Bro Dude is looking phenomenal in this one, Bucket.
Where he had to be at the right time. Big opportunity there. Now he has the potential for a hat trick here in game number 3, as this series is already decided in favor of the Cyclones. However, the Cyclones are looking to sweep this series and potentially put themselves atop the calculated division standings. Beautiful demo there, stopping the pressure, but not for long as Zavri puts one in.
Zavri's having one heck of a night here. I believe that his 4th goal on the night beats his captain Night Leaper out. I'm sure Night Leaper's going to have some words with him after the match. Might be having some words in the comms right now. I think more than anything, though, they're happy they're able to put this one in. Now only down 1 goal, 3 minutes 30 seconds left in a comfortable spot, but they need to come back here, and the Speed Demons are just alive. It's difficult to play when the Speed Demons are moving like this.
No question about it. We have a game now, 3:20 remaining. There is no telling how this game could go. As Zavri looks for the tap, doesn't quite get it, but the pressure is back on here by the Cyclones as they look to even this score with 3:09 to go.
Oh, yeah, and Zovri, I love seeing Zovri taking shots like that. Night Leaper trying to get one on. Sir Bro Dude done passing, but you love to... It's Kachow just so patient in the midfield, able to get up there and disrupt that pass, not allowing that one to go through what certainly would have been a goal potentially. Now able to turn that for offense on his own. But man, I gotta tell you, the Speed Demons are just not missing on either side of the pitch.
We see Scraps, double tap opportunity, gets it, and he gets the goal!
Scraps, this is exactly why the Speed Demons drafted him right here. Up against Kachow. Kachow, uncharacteristic miss. Scraps taking advantage. Season 3 Grand Champ, shiny there. Nice double tap, places it in there. Now gives his team a comfortable 2-goal lead with 2 minutes left. The Speed Demons not wanting to be the first sweep of the season.
What an insane goal by Scraps. The Speed Demons staying alive here as we see a dangerous touch there by Zavri. This one's floating way up. Nobody there, however, as there's a lot of time left for Kachow to get that shot. No, nobody home. Demo on the other end, and we're going the other way, K1.
It's a battle. It was a battle in the midfield between Scraps and Kachow, and this is really the pair-up I wanted to see, these two going at each other. Both very similarly matched, but not if Kachow is dead. Scraps with a big demo now steals the ball away, pushes his own offense, and the Speed Demons back where they want to be on the offensive half.
Big clear by Kachow off the back wall. No boost, no problem as he now corrals this thing. 2 minutes to go here, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 3 underway. The Cyclones lead this series 2-0. However, they are looking for the sweep to potentially put them in the lead in the calculated division. But the Speed Demons are looking to play spoil to that feat and looking to end this night on a W. 1:30 remaining. Speed Demons now transition to K1.
Oh, yeah, and the Speed Team's doing exactly what they need to. They're staying well spaced out. It's so difficult to sweep, especially when they're playing physical like this. It's so difficult to sweep a team. Kachow with a nice cheeky touch brings his team back into this one. Down only 1 now. What a touch from Kachow. Sir Brodu just a little late to the party. Don't think he expected Kachow to be right there.
What a bicycle shot for the ages. Puts that one in. 122 remaining. The Cyclones have a little bit of momentum to work with after that one as Kachow bags that thing in. Lazy floater. Missed by Sir Brodu. What a save by Scraps.
Scraps. And I know Sir Brodu is breathing deep from that one, saying, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Big save from Scraps there. Keeps them within this one. Only a minute left. They're on the defensive half, and this is really where you mentally have to be at your best. This game is theirs, but they cannot make a mistake.
Absolutely. This offense is cooking here for the Cyclones, but a big clear by Scraps kills the time at the very least for the Speed Demons as they just want that thing to tick down and down. And what a shot off the post. No!
Scraps wanted that one bad. I know he did, and he's playing feverishly right now. And it's fantastic to see Sir Brodu with a big 50, big scoring opportunity. Scraps takes advantage. Gives them yet another lead, 2-goal lead with only 30 seconds left. Bucket, this could be the Speed Demons game.
Absolutely, that one stings for the Cyclones who got so close there, cutting the deficit to 1. But instead, with 30 seconds left, they are going to need close to a miracle to even this one up and try to force overtime.
Well, if there's anything that's close to a miracle on that pitch, it is Kachow, the way he plays, how skilled he is, and that is exactly who we're going to look to bring this one back. Big saves like that are going to help, but we need to see the shots coming in, but the Speed Demons refuse to let the ball see the orange side of the pitch, and with 10 seconds left, Bucket, Scraps has led the Speed Demons in this one, I believe, with a big 2-goal performance. Wow. What a masterfully played game for the Speed Demons.
And the season stays sweepless. No sweeps here. Great job by all involved in this match. What an insane, insane ending. Speed Demons end the night on top. Cyclones take the series 2-1 here, K1.
Yeah, and I mentioned Scraps that led that one. Sir Brodu had 2 goals himself and 5 shots, too. Between the two of them, I see another dynamic duo grow in their Bucket.
Yes, honestly, I can't wait to see how both of these teams play out, really. That looked like the first game that Scraps really turned into what we expected out of him, and he played phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. No, and this is the Scraps you got to know and love, and we'll see how he continues to play. This is another potential Rookie of the Season, Rookie of the Year candidate here with Scraps, and the Speed Demons knew they needed a striking force on their team, and they got that and more in Scraps. And I'm loving the way they played that last game. If they continue playing that way more consistently, I think the Speed Demons are going to be much more of a threat than I think some people are giving them credit for.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more stream to go. Hammerhead's taking on the Gold Diggers. Don't go anywhere as we reset this lobby and get the new stream underway.